So do you know what you're here to do today?
I actually don't know what we're here to do today, so I'm just waiting for some food. No?
I'm here to take a Bollywood quiz, I think. I have felt betrayed by the representation of female characters in Bollywood. Although when I was a kid, I didn't really understand it. I used to be confused. Then I grew up thinking that, yeah, this is how maybe people are supposed to react.
Female characters need to have personalities and we usually don't in Bollywood movies.
I'll give you a scenario and you have to tell me how you would react in that situation. Once you answer, we will tell you what the Bollywood character did in the movie.
What quiz is this? What are we doing? I prepared for trivia. I sat on Wikipedia all night learning. I have not come for this.
Let's get started!
Your boyfriend openly flirts with another hot girl in your school. A hot new student in the class suggests you flirt with him to make your boyfriend jealous. Would you tell your boyfriend about this? How would you react?
Why is my boyfriend flirting with someone else in school?
If this could be any film.
I wouldn't want to make that boyfriend jealous. I might just dump him and go to this other guy who cares about me enough to say, hey, flirt with me to make him jealous. I'd be like, why are you suggesting all this?
I'll confront him. I'll tell him that it's not cool. If he continues doing that, then bye. I'm gonna cut him off.
The movie is Student of the Year. When Shanaya starts flirting with Abhi to make her boyfriend jealous, they both slowly start falling in love and end up together.
This happens only in films, guys. I'm telling you.
I'm not gonna lie, I actually know a few people in my life who have done this. But I don't think it's very healthy and the correct way to go with it.
A man fell in love with you because you sing beautifully and asked to marry you. After marriage, he sees that one half of your face is scarred and decides to dump you and goes in search for the other woman who fell in love with. You hide one half of your face and keep seeing him in secret at night, convincing him that you're the woman he fell in love with. So he's treating you like trash during the day and meeting this other woman, also you at night. You get pregnant. How would you handle this?
How is pregnancy happening without seeing the other half of my face is a question I have.
This guy is clearly so shallow. Like, he is just in love with me only if I am perfect and like have like a skin like baby and like do all skincare routine and all. Like, no, okay? Like, accept me with my scars, whatever, however big they might be.
I'm just imagining her hiding her face like this. This is who I am. No, or there's nothing on this side, babe. Make out with this side of my face.
I would dump this shallow man.
I feel like the original problem is, of course, this guy and the fact that she's chasing him, but I have other questions about the practicality of this situation.
The movie is Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram. In the movie, Rupa is accused of sleeping with someone else as her husband Rajiv refused to believe that his wife and mistress is the same person. Rupa is then shamed in the village and her father dies out of shock. During a storm, Rajiv sees how badly he has treated Rupa and asks her for forgiveness. Rupa gets back with him.
Rajiv is a living, walking red flag.
He doesn't understand that you're the same person. He's clearly a man of less intelligence. Why would you want to go marry a man or stay married to a man who's this stupid?
Rupa, Krupa karke bhago.
This was very complicated. This movie was made in a time when things were a little different for women, where first of all, women getting pregnant out of wedlock was not accepted at all. They were not respected. I think she went back with him because of a necessity.
Yeah, stop portraying characters like this. You don't have to take so much from your men that your dad dies. Please.
Your brother is in love with a sweet girl from the same town as you. She thinks very lowly of him and you're helping him make a good impression. She has refused to go out with him multiple times. How will you console your brother?
I feel like my brother needs to understand that a no is a no.
Like, we'll have a drinking session and I'll be like, okay, listen, this is what's wrong. She doesn't want to accept you for who you are. Move on.
I'll probably set up a dating app for him and help him move on.
The movie is Josh. The sister urges her brother to stalk the girl he likes till she accepts to go out with him.
Yeah, they do that whole song.
This song is so problematic. I urge you to not even sing it during Antakshari.
It's incorrect. It's harassment. So please do not be like Aishwarya Rai from Josh or Shah Rukh Khan.
Your boyfriend likes spending time with his friends, but you think he hasn't given you enough time off late.
Classic.
You ask him to see you in the afternoon to discuss this, but he forgot. What do you do?
Oh, I know what this movie is from.
This reminds me of Dil Chahta Hai though.
I will communicate with my boyfriend and I'll be like, hey, you're not giving me time and this is my issue. Can you work on this? If he still does not work on this, then sis, I'm gonna dump his.
I'm not saying that he's wrong for spending time with his friends, but if it's affecting me, then I sort of just need to maybe make a decision to end it.
The movie is Dil Chahta Hai. In the movie, Priya tries to reach Sameer in an effort to communicate with him, and when that fails, she breaks up with him.
21 years later, you are sitting there watching this movie and you realize, hey, Priya is not the villain. Sameer is. Maybe he didn't have to get slapped, but glad she dumped him. Good for you, Priya.
Your dad hates your musician boyfriend. He also thinks he's useless because he doesn't have a stable job. He wants you to marry his twin who works under him instead. One day you find out they are both the same man. How would you react?
Okay, first of all, my dad hates my boyfriend. Sounds familiar.
I don't know how to feel.
I would sit down with my father and I would tell him that this is the guy I love. I know he doesn't have a stable job, but that's okay because I do. I earn my own money. I don't need a man to look after myself.
But it works out in my favor, right? Like, I would go ahead and let my dad believe that he's the one who made this choice for me.
But why did he lie to me? First, I'd have to clarify that. We'd have to have a talk.
The movie is Golmaal. Urmila, the girl in the movie, decides to tell her father that her boyfriend ran away and that she wishes to marry his twin with a stable job in hopes of getting her father's blessing. After an elaborate plot, the truth is revealed.
See, all this drama for nothing.
Everything could have just been solved if someone sat down in a room and said, we need to have a talk.
I think this was fine. I would do the same thing as Urmi did. Like, some dads are not really that. They have a big ego. They're just like, no, you can't date people that you choose. You have to date people that I choose. And in that case, it's a little bit fine to let your parents believe that they are right sometimes.
You had to have an arranged marriage after your fiance died. Your new husband is very loving but not dramatic. He gives you space to grieve. You join dance classes to feel better. You meet a new man there who is the opposite of your husband and is everything you love in a man, and also open about his feelings. He loves you. What would you do next?
Wait, so my fiance has died. Then I've been forced to marry some rando. Then I found love again in some other guy.
I think I'd go to therapy first. Like, why are there so many men in my life?
Okay, I'll be very honest. In this situation, I would just probably get away from guys and do my own thing. This is too complicated.
बिल्कुल रिस्क नहीं लेने का.
I'll leave my husband, dude. Like, I'll be like, Dekho bhai, thank you very much. Life goes on and so did I.
The movie is Rab Ne Bana Di Jodi. The character Tani decides to stay loyal to her husband as she considers leaving him to be equivalent to leaving God.
Oh, is that why the film is called Rab Ne Bana Di? No, but that would mean if Rab is her husband.
They did this whole Clark Kent vibe of like, oh, mustache, no mustache. What's happening?
Tani partner, first of all, take a step back. What about your feelings?
There's just too many layers to this. I refuse to understand. Maybe I'm not smart enough for Bollywood. Maybe that's the problem.
Deep down, I know I deserve better. I need someone to love me the way I... What is happening?
Do not fall under the impression that such manipulation leads to happy relationships.
Sound kinda offended. Are you okay?
So how do I win?
There's no winning. There's only learning in this world.
At least I used to get free food in other videos.
If you guys like this video, then let us know what other female characters you think were portrayed wrongly in Bollywood films.
Also, don't forget to subscribe to BuzzFeed India.